The wind blew hard, making the old house creak like a rusty door hinge. I didn't know why I agreed to stay in this spooky place, but the promise of money for finding out about its ghost stories was too good to pass up. My name is Alex, and I'm into finding out about spooky things. Little did I know that this would be really different from anything I'd done before. As I walked in, the air felt heavy, and it was so quiet it hurt my ears. The only sound was my feet on the squeaky floor. Dust floated in the dim light, making the air seem kinda spooky. I put my stuff in what looked like a big entrance room, and my flashlight made weird shadows on the peeling wallpaper. People told scary stories about this place. People disappearing, seeing ghosts, and something really bad happening to the old owners. It felt like the stories were still there in the air, and I got this feeling that we weren't alone. As the night went on, weird things started happening. Doors opened by themselves, and it got really cold for no reason. I heard footsteps in the empty hallways. I told myself to keep calm and remember I was here to find things, not to get scared. I went into a room that looked like a really old library with dust everywhere. As I looked around with my camera, I thought I saw a shadow in the corner. I turned quick, but nothing was there. The air got heavier, and I felt like eyes were watching me. Suddenly, a scream echoed through the house. I rushed towards it, my flashlight shaking. The scream seemed to lead me to the basement, a really dark place that felt like it was eating up all the light. Scared but determined, I went down the creaky stairs. The air in the basement felt strange, and it got even colder. I could feel something not right. As I looked around, my flashlight flickered, and I saw an old, rusty cage. The door was open, showing a messed up mattress inside. It hit me. This house had some really bad things happen. The old owners did scary stuff, trapping souls in that cage. I felt like I could hear their cries still in the damp air. As I kept looking, more spooky things happened. Whispering voices and ghost shapes showed up and disappeared super fast. The heavy feeling in the air got even stronger, like something really bad was about to happen. I thought maybe talking to the ghosts might help, so I set up a séance. The room got super cold and the candles went out. In the dark, I saw a woman ghost with empty eyes and a torn dress. She reached out. I thought maybe talking to the ghosts might help, so I set up a séance. The room got super cold and the candles went out. In the dark, I saw a woman ghost with empty eyes and a torn dress. She reached out, almost touching me. I could feel she was sad and stuck. Then everything got crazier. Shadows moved on the walls and I heard whispers all around. The ghosts, once hiding, got more restless. The air felt thick, like the walls were holding on to really bad things that happened. I wanted to leave, but it was like the spooky stuff took over. I couldn't tell what was real anymore. The mansion felt like it turned into a nightmare place, and the spirits were everywhere, like they were trapped in endless pain. In the middle of all this, the woman ghost appeared again, and her voice echoed saying, "Help us!" She looked so sad, like she needed to be free. The darkness closed in, and I felt something cold grab me. Suddenly, I was back in the entrance hall. The heavy feeling was gone, and everything was quiet. I was alone, but the memory of that spooky place stayed in my head. The mansion, now all broken and empty, stood as a reminder of the really bad things that happened there. I walked out into the cold night, thinking about the ghost cries. The air had a weird feeling, like something spooky was still there, telling me that I saw things I shouldn't have. As I left, the moon shone on the old house. The ghosts, even if I couldn't see them, whispered in the wind. The spooky voices mixed with the echoes of the past. The scary night stayed with me, a reminder that some things should stay hidden, and the line between what's alive and what's not is something you shouldn't mess with.